And I saw your LinkedIn profile today, right?
Right. Hi, good morning. First of all, hey Dan, I was running behind in the course. I'm trying to get up to speed. I'm like in the lesson number 9, so I already created my
Okay.
LinkedIn profile, but I need to start making comments, creating posts. I'm at that point.
Mhm.
Right. I know you guys are like in the week 16 now.
Uh Really, it's a good question. I believe that the thing is that I have several groups simultaneously, and it's really hard for me to remember who
Gotcha.
is on what, who is on what week. But the fact that you are behind, you are not the first one, so it's not like that big of a deal. It seems that you're entering the hardest part of the course, though, the LinkedIn part, because it really. During this actually it's not during this module, you'll need to do a lot of LinkedIn activity, like starting
Hmm.
right now and do it every day, because if you checked out the content of
Hmm.
the content of the course, the main thing here is that with LinkedIn, especially when selling to US, to United States, you need to be what's called omnipresent. You need to always be doing something. So at least 2 or 3 posts a week with recaps, because this is the easiest strategy. I don't know if you're reading me on LinkedIn, I don't do recaps. I write like my own content, but as a starting out BDR, doing like recaps of other people's thoughts, and not like pretending that it's like your content. Just, oh, I stumbled upon this great webinar by, I don't know who, by Lavender, and here are
Hmm.
some main ideas from the webinar, and this is the strategy that works relatively well. And you need to be very active in comments. You need to add to create personalized invitations on LinkedIn. So you need to do a lot of activity here. So okay. So what's your question? Let's talk about.
Yeah, for
Go into
instance, if
that we have.
I'm interested in prop tech as the domain I want to work in, do you recommend looking for information or webinars about BDR in specific or just in general as the industry?
Uh, could you please rephrase the question? So you're going after prop tech, right?
Right. So, do you
First,
recommend?
please hold your thought, because I believe that last week uh, I negotiated with a company which is our potential partner for offering. So uh, here is our website. So this is a company from PropTech that I believe that in January they will become our the partner of BDR Academy. And so if you're really interested in PropTech, I think there is something that we can that we can make happen. Okay, so once again, rephrase the question about PropTech. You don't know
Right.
what to.
So, I just created my LinkedIn profile and I want to start making comments on, companies like this one or people who work for these companies. Do you recommend that I look for something specific related to the BDR field or just
No,
prop
no,
tech
no,
in
no, no.
general?
To add it to everything that's going on in the company. No, you don't need to go after BDR. So just opt in for company CEO or CMO or something, and they're sharing. Oh, our company. Sorry, I need to.
Got it.
Sorry, yeah. Okay, so we were at this exhibition in Dubai, let's say, and you're leaving a meaningful comment. Oh, I saw, like, I don't know, I checked out your webinar, I checked out your product. It's a great job, congratulations, and so on. But you need to make sure that your comments don't look that they're generated by ChatGPT. So it's not like, oh, good job. So yeah, it's just, it doesn't make any sense. Of
Hmm.
course, it's better than doing nothing mm, from one point of view, but in order to be like to really leave a good impression to your potential employees, you need to really you need to be to leave some meaningful comments, to uh, maybe ask questions. Don't be like really pushy. Just ask questions about the business, or leave a meaningful comment. For example, if there is like a video, let's say a company publishes this 2-minute, and by the way, it will be a good idea to connect. I believe that we need to do this. It will be a good idea to follow the companies, I mean the LinkedIn profiles of the companies that you're going after, and if there is some post, then you leave a comment. And let's pretend, oh, we this is our new, I don't know, YouTube video, YouTube ad or something, and you need to watch this content piece and say, oh, this is a great video, I especially loved this small part. Okay, so you're doing something personalized, and this shows that you like really consume the content, and this is not like a chat gpt generated comment, because there is a lot of those right now. Okay, there are platforms, you just upload the LinkedIn list, and they're leaving automatic comments like good job, great, okay, looking forward to learning more something, and you need to stand out from those comments. So it's yeah. If you have any company right now that's under your maybe we can look for some posts. Do you have any companies in your
No, not yet.
pipeline? Not yet. Okay, then. Just okay. If you want, I can right now leave like a couple of comments like online, just for you to understand how it's done, if it will help.
Yep.
Okay, let's do this. Usually I use Sales Navigator for this, but we're not using Sales Navigator in the course because this is a paid option. So this is this is a typical product company. They're not like my client or something, yeah, but this is a company that are in sales tech, yeah, and they're doing some content. They're doing content tracking systems. So when you share a file with a person, you can see, let's say I send you a presentation, okay, or a video or something, and when you enter this like content space, I can see what you've seen, what pages did you read, and so on. So this is a deep person level analytics. So this is the CEO of the company, and let's leave a comment, shall we? Right. I think there's somebody. No, there's. Okay, so guy's name is Gal. Couldn't have wished for a more symbolic way to show our team's hard work in the winter reports out, and Alliant is the momentum leader digital sales room category. Winter started this year. Some of our key goals were evangelize emerging DSR category, establish clear market leadership that's notable in deals, customer feedback, and marketing. They just couldn't be more proud of the team. Excited what to come in 2024. So let's leave some comment under this post. Okay, so we think that this is insightful. Let's see. Amazing. Kudos. Respect. Just fire or something. It's not a good comment, okay? Because any idiot can do this, right? So there's nothing there's nothing. So your comment needs to stay. When I'm commenting on a new post, what I usually what I'm trying to do is reading all the other comments and think, what can I say in order to stay apart from other people who are commenting, right? Okay, so what do I need to what do I need to do differently? So amazing, congrats to the team, amazing, yeah, super impressive, been fun to watch, yeah, okay, okay. Okay, let's see. I've been following Land for almost. Yes. Okay. Resumes. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So, and the thing is that you need to do like at least 5 or 10 of those per day. And the bad news here is that it's not something that you like do once. Okay, like you start to do this and you do this every day. That's it. That's part of your job as a BDR. Because once again, why LinkedIn is so important. The first thing that people the first thing that people check when you approach them with a cold email or cold call or something, they're checking you on LinkedIn. I think that I do this joke like with every group. I don't remember if I done it with you yet. It's like, you start chatting like with a girl in a bar or something, and the first thing she does, depending on her age, she either searches you on Facebook if she's like older, or in Instagram. It's like that's what they do. Okay, and that's the same thing with US customers, but on LinkedIn. And if your presence is weak, if you have less than 500 connections, if you don't have a lot of mutual connections, like that's nothing there. Okay, so you need to LinkedIn is like, it's your website, it's your Facebook, it's everything combined. It's your main like selling vehicle, selling device, and you need to like be you need to look respectable. And by respectable, I don't mean the photo in a suit or something, because this is a bad thing to do, and I talked about this in the course. It's a good thing to do if you're selling in Dubai, okay, but it's very bad thing to do if you're selling in US, because you need to be like more casual. But you need to have a lot of mutual connections. You need to be active on network, and also it's just, I'm doing a bit, mm, mm, uh, um, um, uh, I'm going a bit ahead of myself here, but whilst we're doing this, uh, during the course you select your niche. Yeah, for you it's prop tech, let's say, and in several months, if you follow my LinkedIn system, you will have connections with 100, maybe 200 potential employers there. Okay, you will have their CEO or CMO or head of sales or somebody from the team in your contacts. You will leave some comments, and the people will at least know you. And when you will understand that, yeah, I'm ready for a BDR position, they know you. So you're not approaching them from nowhere. You're like the person that they like know, maybe even like and trust. Okay, that's the whole point of social selling, how we call it. Okay.
Yes.
And so any more questions about LinkedIn? So yeah.
No. Yeah, probably at that point you won't have to make applications, but they will come to you because they already know who you are, what you do.
I'm not telling that they will like come to you, but the thing is, once again, just for everybody to make things perfectly clear, when you will apply for a job, we're not applying to a job via monster.com, via LinkedIn or something. Okay, so we're not like leaving an application form. And I will tell you why, because lots of those, especially if there's like a bigger company, all these resumes, CVs, however you call it, they are being monitored by automatic systems, okay, like by AI if you want. It's like a spam filter. And let's say if you don't live in America, if you have like less than 2 years of experience, you will be automatically disqualified. You won't even get a chance to speak to a real person, right? Okay. And if you follow the system that we're doing on the company that I'm using for illustration, sorry, you mean Team Aligned? I think it's this is the system. So I just left a comment under the CMO of the So sorry, not the CMO, but the CEO of the company. And I just showed you what comments you should leave. And the hard thing is that you need to do them like a lot of them. And don't do like fire like an Instagram. When you don't know what to say, you leave like a fire or a smiley face or a monkey. No, don't do this. Just like something meaningful, something written in good English, and you can use ChatGPT. You can use Grammarly. By the way, this is very nice. And if you are okay, yeah, not a bad company, by the way. One of my top resources for improving my writing in English. I write mostly without mistakes, but my commas sometimes they just there is a thing called Grammarly, and I have a premium version, but they have a free version which is very good. Okay, and it really helps you with your editing. Once again, punctuation is my weak spot. I sometimes miss the commas. Although, to be frank, most of the Americans, they also don't do punctuation. They skip all the commas, but it's neither here nor there. Okay, so yeah, and you use all those tools to create meaningful comments. And you just progress, and this is the activity. Once again, you need to do this every day. It's like if you're into exercise or something, if you play a musical instrument, if you're like kind of serious, okay, you just need to practice. And better to do this every day. And as a BDR, it will be a part of your job. But instead of commenting under the posts and articles of your potential employers, you'll comment under posts and articles of your potential clients. Okay.
Clear.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we see Felipe here. Raised hand first to last. Okay, Biodan. Edwin, if we're done with you, if you don't have any more questions, we'll talk with the next petition. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Dan.
Okay,
my question is, sometimes you don't get access to the LinkedIn of these CEOs or CMOs or some of your target companies because you don't have a LinkedIn premium. You are denied access to them. How can we overcome this barrier of gaining access to some of the targets people we are looking for?
What do you mean by getting access? Because all the profiles they are open, and you can send them a connection request.
Okay.
Can you give me an example? Can you share the link of the person that you have problems with?
No, sometimes I see that I try to send a message to someone and they say you can't send the message because it's not in your connection. It's not one of your connections.
Yeah, but first you need to add the person to your connection list. Of course, you need to connect with the person.
Okay.
Yeah, that's totally fine. But please, did I get feedback on your LinkedIn profile? By the way, I just don't remember everybody.
Yeah, yes, you did. You made a comment and I redid it.
Let's do you mind me checking your LinkedIn? Yeah, you okay with if I'll recheck it online right now?
Yes, you can. You can.
Thanks. Okay, so okay, so letter communication expert, tech enthusiast, building sales and business development, buying sales and business development representative. Okay. I'm a journalist, currently working in same procedures, creative writing, research, and okay, good enough. So 10 LinkedIn tips, posts. Do it afraid. What? Sorry. Yeah, I left a comment to you just before the you're doing this mistake over and over again. You're sharing other people's posts. Yeah. So you stumble upon a post and you like share it. So let me just show you the example. So when you do this, those posts, they have very little coverage on LinkedIn, because what you're doing, you're doing this repost, right? Repost with your thoughts. and you repost between your thoughts. It seems like a good option, but in reality, the LinkedIn algorithms, so they don't boost those kind of posts. So what it would, I left a comment in the private cabinet to your LinkedIn posts. So what I would recommend you is to just create a separate post with your thoughts about like a content piece, a webinar, an article or something, tag the author, and then leave the link to the article in the first comment. Okay?
Okay.
This is a
Okay.
LinkedIn trick, and you see that you don't have a lot of engagement here. And this is one of the reasons why. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, we have everybody. Oh, Sheena, hi. Anything else you wanted to discuss? Other than the people from, other than the COC, of course, you need to add them to the, of course, you need to add them to the, to your connections. But what I would recommend you to do, if there is a company that you're really interested in, my idea will be not to go to the CEO first, but start with adding some lower level people from the same company. And then add the CEO. And I'll tell you why. Because when people that you're adding sees that you have several mutual connections, the chances of him or her applying the accepting the connection requests are way higher. Okay. And if you add some, a salesperson is a safe bet. To add like a salesperson from the target company, a BDR, a salesperson is a very safe bet. Your acceptance rate will be very high. And after you add some regular salesperson, you can then add a C-level executive, a CEO, head of sales, or something. Okay, you understand what I'm saying here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
I do.
yeah, when you're especially when your network is not like that great. Because I see that you have only 200 connections. We will fix this, of course. But for the first weeks, I would recommend you to you're going after a company. You select 2 or 3 salespeople. You add them. Don't write anything in the request note. Just add them. Just leave a blank message, and after at least one of those persons adds you back, then you can add a CEO or head of sales to your contact list, and this will be like the better strategy. Okay.
Thank
Anything
you.
else you wanted to discuss?
No, not for now.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so yeah, who else wants to play? Please leave your hand in the air. Lift. Guys, you can just unmute yourself and start talking. Once again, this is our weekly call, so it's not like yeah. Go ahead. Biodan, yeah, well, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the last call. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. The last call we had, you said you were working with some companies concerning possible engagement of some of your students. I would just like to know how far that is going.
It's going great, and I believe that. Oh, sorry, it seems that. Okay. So right now, could you please remind what's your domain?
Martech and AdTech.
Martech. So from Martech, we have. Let me just do this once again. Okay.
Okay.
So our newest addition is that PropTech company that I talked about. Let me just share you the. Wait a second. Okay. window. Okay, share. So this is a prop tech company. Then DraftMe, test gear, get sales. Okay, so let me once again go through every company which I assigned as partners during the recent weeks. So this is a SaaS. This is a SaaS platform that helps construction companies to create better budget, better building plans, and so on. So this prop tech is a very promising industry, by the way. And actually, maybe I should just talk about this for a couple of minutes. You know that right now it's not a very good time in the American economy, and there was this what's called like a bubble of the software companies that turned out to be less profitable and less valuable than they seemed in the investor presentation. And I see a lot of investors actively adding some companies from what I called real sector. Okay, I mean not selling like software or some services, or we're building something. We have like a plant. We sell industrial equipment, and everything that's connected with this real sector is actually is growing. So prop tech may be an interesting opportunity for some of you, especially if you have some background in construction. Okay, what do we also have? Tommy, right? Tommy, this is a very complex solution. This is really this is a complex product. This is a AI-based predictive system that allows big advertisers to optimize their ad spend, their ad budget. So, like, okay, I believe I don't go into like a lot of details, but this is a complex product. But if you have a background in digital advertising, you may be a very good fit. What's that? Oh, okay, DraftMe. Sorry. DraftMe.io. This is a software for lawyers, what's called legal tech. So this is a company that helps corporate lawyers draft documents faster. Okay, so also we have Test Gear, which is a ticket management platform for those of you who have experience in Q&A. I mean quality assurance department, who worked as a software tester. And we have Get Sales. This is one of my best partners. Get Sales is a cold outreach automation platform. So they have a set of tools that helps you like be more prolific with your LinkedIn, to send personalized emails at scale, rewrite your emails using AI, and yada yada yada. So actually, I believe that in January we'll add a lot more of our partners, but even now there is like a lot to choose from. So this is how we're doing with the partners. And if there is like a company that you are really interested in from the list that I've just shared, if you are not behind with your assignments right now, what week are we in, by the way? It's week 16 or something? 12? What week?
17.
17. All right. So if you're on week 17, then if you have all your assignments done, I think that there are some meetings that can be arranged with those companies if there is like one that you really like. Okay. So Biodan, did I answer your question?
Yes, very well.
Okay.
Thank
Fair
you.
enough. Oh yeah, right. Who else wants to play? I understand that it's like Christmas, New Year, and all that, but just and by the way, it's interesting. Could you please write in the chat box like your country and what's the length on the Christmas and New Year holidays? Just a little interaction in our group, and I'll tell you a story about a country where I'm coming from. And I'm
sorry, then.
Yeah.
So please, can you say that again? The question you said was to chat something in the box.
Yeah. Could you please write in the box the country that you are from, and what amount of days off, what amount of holidays do you have during Christmas and New Year? Okay, because in different countries there is different amount of holidays, and I'll tell you about the country that I'm from. And I was born in Russia, yeah, and for like 20 plus year to 25 years I lived there. And the thing is that in Russia, from December 21st to January 10th, nobody is working. Okay, like 10 days in a row. Just imagine. And when I started to work with international clients, when I moved to other countries, it was, very hard to swallow, very hard to swallow pill when you understand that in US, like on January 2nd, everybody is working. Okay, and there are some Christmas holidays. I mean, 24, 25, but that's it. And it's hard to. Oh, December 7. It's actually Orthodox December. Sorry, no, December 7 is January 7. It's Orthodox Christmas. Oh, sorry. There is a holiday. And January the 1st. Okay, so Edwin, it's good for you because we have some students asking will there be like any holidays or something? No, there will not. So next week, I think it's January 2nd or January the 3rd. I'm not quite sure. Let me double check this. Yeah, it will be January 3rd, and everything will be up to schedule. And you can send your. I'm not sure. I will check them on January the 1st, but on January the 2nd, I will definitely take care of all the assignments that you will send my way. So don't think that we will like stop during the holidays. Okay, just in case. Right, we have 2 weeks. 2 weeks of holidays? Wow, Marlins, it's crazy. 2 weeks, it's even better than Russia. 2 weeks, it's good. 2 weeks holidays as well for 1st January. Okay, I see. All right. And later, but everybody works very lightly. All right. Depend on the company working for. Okay, I see. Anyway, so we won't be having like any pauses in our course, so don't worry about that. Any more questions? Please go ahead. I understand that maybe you're in the holiday mood, but yeah. Construction and oil, yeah, they do. They just do the financial planning and stuff. But the SaaS industry, yeah, Marvins, go ahead.
All right. Good evening, Dan. Compliments of the season. I hope you're doing great.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I came
in.
in.
And you too.
I have my question or my discussion I want to discuss is about my podcast that I get to listen to on Martech. I've not been able to do much of my homeworks and assignments on that. I've been listening to some podcasts.
Okay.
I've had some little challenges in bringing out my recaps and thoughts, putting them out sequentially. I don't know if there's any advice you could give to help one in. Sometimes I'm having a challenge. Is there? Okay, yes, I've gotten transcription of some of the podcasts I've listened to, but I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm also worried about giving my own my thoughts or my recaps and maybe not aligning with the host or the visitor. So that's why I've not put up any.
You can do this in a in a simple way. You can use like free license to OpenAI, and do you have like some podcast at hand? Some.
Yeah, I do. I've been listening
to
Benjamin.
The transcript with me right now.
Not right now. I'm using my phone. I have it on my computer.
Okay,
but I've been listening to Benjamin Shapiro and some of his interviews with some CMO on some
Okay, Benjamin
some solution.
Shapiro.
Yeah.
Shapiro podcast. Guys, I hope you're okay that we'll just do this online, because I think this is this will benefit very beneficial for you. Just do this online. So watch Debunked by Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro show. Okay, let's find out.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro show.
Okay, what's
Hello.
Oh no, I'm not here actually. Yeah. Sorry, there's something with sharing my screen. Okay, I'll just explain you what to do. You need to go to OpenAI and copy and paste the transcribe of the podcast that you want to do a recap, and use a prompt something. Oh, please outline 5 top ideas and do this in plain casual English, something like this. Okay?
Yeah, okay. So do this in plain casual English.
Do this in plain casual English. You just, upload the recap, just copy and paste the recap of the podcast, and then you can ask ChatGPT to do the, to do this thing for. And also there is this new AI tool from Microsoft called Copilot, and I believe that you can do like almost as much as you can do this ChatGPT. So you can try this as well. So this is my best best guess here. Also, what you can do, let's say you're watching a YouTube video, okay, and there is like a slide there. Okay, a slide, and you just do a screenshot. I don't know if you're using are you on Windows or on Mac?
Windows.
I'm on Windows as well, and there is Shift Start S, and there is the snipping tool, and you make a screenshot of your of the slide that you like, and you save it, and you upload it to LinkedIn, and write a comment and just, I just saw the webinar by, I don't know, Dan Green, and he outlined this brilliant idea, and I wanted to share it with you. Okay.
Boom. Okay. Thanks.
And this is like maybe even easier than the recap thing. And you need to mix and match once again. So why are we doing this? Because when you represent a product, or when you have some experience, it's easier for you to generate what's quote unquote an expert content. However, if you're just starting out, I don't want you to lie and to steal somebody's content and tell everybody that it's yours. Okay, it's like everybody will know it right away. But what you can do is to show to your potential employers that you're constantly learning and improving yourself. This is called learning out loud, and you just share some content piece. And also, why this is important: when you're sharing a content piece from some other person who is on LinkedIn, you tag them, right? And if they're not and actually, there's one thing I want to recommend to you: don't go after the podcasts, after the authors that are too popular. Okay. Because they have so many followers, the chances are that they won't even like your post, because they're have hundreds of those kind of tags during the day. So choose something which is this is a good content, but it's not very popular. Okay. And that way you will be able, there is almost 100% chance that that the person that you're tagging, the author of this content piece, will come to your comments and say thanks. Okay. And why are we doing this? Because this boosts your visibility of your post. Because if I say thanks, or I leave a comment to your post, everybody from my network see your post, right?
Yeah.
So you're growing your network that way. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, who else wants to play, guys? Don't be shy. Biodan, yeah, go ahead, my friend.
Okay. I was wondering, maybe I missed it in the previous lessons. I know as a BDR, you are expected to make a lot of phone calls and emails as well. But in a situation where you are working remotely, what options do you have to do your work? Is it the same tools of phone calls and emails?
Yeah. Once, just could you please repeat the question once again? I don't think that I caught it.
Okay. I said as a BDR, one is expected to make a lot of phone calls and write emails
Oh yeah,
to
yeah, yeah, yeah.
prospects.
I know. Yeah,
So
I understand.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the thing is that the BDR is the person who needs to generate meetings with potential clients, and this is like the metric that you are measured by.
Mhm.
And every top BDR that I know tends towards one of the tools. So we have email, we have LinkedIn, and we have phone. I know the guys that I don't do email, I just call people. Okay. And we have students that are very comfortable calling people because they like worked in a call center, and they let's say they studied in US, and then they got back to, I don't know, Argentina or Colombia. Okay. And now like
Yeah.
they're okay with doing cold calls. Okay. And there are people who don't want to do cold calls, and they're better with email and something. If the company that your employer, their head of BDR is like a sane, normal person, just they don't care. They really don't. So it's not, once again, BDR. It's not this. I think that a lot of you have this experience of working in a call center. Okay, when you have these headphones, and there is like a screen. On the screen you can see the script, and there is this this dialing thing going all the time. No. You have a set of 200 like 200 or 300 accounts that are kind of yours, and you need to generate meetings from those accounts, right? That's it. What tools will you choose? It's up to you. Speaking about phone calls, once again, if you love them, no problem. If you don't, for example, me, can I do cold calls? Yes, I can. It's not a problem for me. Okay, but I really prefer email. I'm an email guy. Okay, but and you can generate meetings with any channel, really, with any channel. So, we have some networking thing going on right now. It's interesting. So is the cold calling like necessary? No. What is necessary is the ability for you to generate meetings, and that's all that counts. You're not compensated by the number of sales actions that you do. You're compensated by the amount of calls or by the amount of emails you send. Okay, you're compensated. So
Okay.
there is like base salary, and there is your bonus, and bonus is tied to the amount of meetings that you generate. And I don't care how you and your boss doesn't care how you generate them. I know you can get yourself a plane ticket and go to to some big office building in New York and generate some leads there, just going door to door. It's okay if you're into it. But using phone, it's not mandatory. It's not mandatory, especially in the SaaS space. So I wouldn't worry about it if you don't like cold calls. But if you do like cold calls, there is nothing wrong with using them. Okay.
Okay. So you mean as a remote worker, you won't be required, because of the distance, you won't be required to use calls as one of your tools for contacting prospects?
You will require, so you have 3 basic tools: email, LinkedIn, and phone. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
You can use all 3 of them. You can use only one of them. because in the end of the day, you will be measured
Okay.
by the amount of meetings you generate. Okay, so I don't know if I explained it correctly. Okay, so did I answer your
Okay.
question?
Yes, you did. You did.
Yeah. You wanted to talk about your LinkedIn profile. Yeah, but let me just reconnect via different browser, because it seems that there's something wrong with my camera on this one. Just wait a sec. I'll be with you shortly. Okay, seems that it's better now, and I believe that you can even see my face, but everything is blurred for some reason. One moment, please. Okay, so Felipe, let's do it. I'm not. Oh, once again, I want these calls to be as interactive as possible, because if they're not, why do we need to have them? So Felipe, can you unmute yourself, and we'll just.
Okay.
And I believe before the call, I left some comments about your profile. It was just 15 minutes before the call, so maybe you didn't see them. So what I wrote.
Really, I didn't have the time to see the comments.
Yeah. Okay. So what do we? By the way, it's interesting. Will it get your? Is it your real address? Felipe Romano.
Yes, but the address is from a different company.
From different. It's interesting. It's the
yes. This one I'm working right now. Yes.
Oh, so you see that this is the. I don't know. I think that you all should. That you all have seen the lesson on Apollo, and this is the tool that helps do those things. Because I just got your email. Okay. So. What my my main take here is that you will start to add people from SaaS space to your network. You definitely need to get rid of those financial advisor thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody will think that you're going to sell them some financial advice.
Oh,
yeah, that's kind of obvious. And I understand that. I totally understand that. How to put it? That you're working on a job right now, and this profile is part of your current job. So I don't want you to jeopardize it. But if I were you, I would skip this. But I would do something more neutral. Okay.
Okay.
Because once again, you are a CEO of a SaaS company, and there is this guy from Brazil who is a financial advisor, and there is also this big picture of Felipe, the financial advisor. Like, chances are that he will gonna sell me some financial advice or stocks or something. Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't want to get this impression. To give this impression, sorry. Okay. So I work with financial planners, help my clients find the best solutions to achieve a better performance in their investment and budget. We use methodology to call financial certified registered consultant, independent banker. Okay, so once again, you are selling your current job. So my main question with this profile is that, like, you need to sell yourself as a BDR, but you're still working on the other job. So we need to do something, that's here and there. Okay.
Okay.
So what's your domain? Is it fintech?
Yes, it's fintech.
You can tell everybody that you're like a fintech enthusiast, like a fintech enthusiast with I don't know, 10 years of experience in investment banking, investment advisor, or something, and I'm passionate about new technology. So you understand what I'm trying to do here? I'm trying to say something that like is okay for your current job, and that also positions you as a like BDR, okay, the tech space.
Okay, I could do that. I could
Yeah,
change to
about it,
Word
just
and
not to change it
Medium.
completely. Oh yeah, I'm studying at the BDR Academy, and please hire me because your current boss will. I'm sorry, Philip. What's going on here? Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, I totally get that. We want to mitigate that risk, but like growing your network with SaaS companies from US as a financial advisor is also not an option, right? So we need to have some middle ground here. And
Okay.
you have Khusrev in your contact list, as far as I see, and this is our student from Turkey, and he kind of managed to do this. He's working for a jewelry company, and he is like a sales director or something. And he is also positioning himself as a BDR, and he's doing two things in one fell swoop. So maybe he can be an inspiration for you. Okay.
Okay, Mac. I'll search for him right now. Select.
Okay, there is some noise on the background, in your background. So let's fix this. Okay, Felipe.
Okay.
Okay, so do you have any?
Khusrev.
Do you want anything else to ask? Do you want to ask anything else?
Yes, I just connected with Khusrev. I'll try to go deep within his profile and take as an example to change my own. But throughout the other parts of the profile, do you have any other observations?
So let's
Because I tried to also make the Excel test in LinkedIn, and I passed the Excel test. It
but
was
your
a good
experience is Spanish.
skill. I'm sorry,
Your experience is Spanish. Oh, sorry, not in Spanish.
Portuguese.
Sorry for that. Yeah, but
okay.
So sorry. Yeah, I understand.
I
I can tell when it's spoken language, but it's written language. It's hard for me. Sorry. I understand. It's in Portuguese, but
Not a problem. I'll change.
Yeah, it's like all your working experiences are in Portuguese. And let's say I'm a sales director of a SaaS company and I want to write about your experience. I don't speak Portuguese, so maybe you want to translate that. Felipe?
Okay, that's a lot of work, but nice.
Yeah, but we're selling to US. And it's Portuguese. It's not even Spanish, because in US you have like Florida, like Miami, and there are like several cities that like spell like Key West or something, and they have a lot of Spanish speaking folks there. New Mexico or something, Albuquerque. But Portuguese, not a lot of people speak Portuguese in US. Unfortunately, so
I saw a tool inside LinkedIn that you could create a profile.
That was the option that I wanted to mention. That maybe you should create an option of your profile in English. Yeah, this is also a good idea. So how it works is like if my profile is in English, then I'm redirected to the English version of your profile. If my profile is in Portuguese, then I'm redirected to the Portuguese version. Okay.
Okay.
So this might be.
Yeah, because if it allowed me to rewrite everything in English and make two profiles, it's a very good way, because I don't want to erase everything in Portuguese and just
I understand.
English as well.
Great, but once again, Felipe, I totally get that you have like a job right now, and I want like to butcher it and say, Philip, let's delete everything and just write from scratch. No, you're not in that position. But in order to just imagine, there's like a guy from I remember your story about this financial analyst who is also from Brazil, and you added him, but there is like some connection here. Okay, you're both from Brazil, yada yada yada. So there is something that can be done. But let's say you're adding a head of sales of an American SaaS company, and all your experience is in Portuguese, and there is a background image that says Felipe, the financial advisor. What are the odds that I will add you?
Mhm.
Very quick.
Very little.
Okay, so this is like the
Mhm.
main part.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
so your like assignment, your task is to rewrite this in a clever manner, just in order to to get the best from both worlds, right?
Okay. Rewrite all experience, change my main focus, and rewrite everything and focus on fintech as a fintech enthusiast, and also take
A fintech
the first
enthusiast,
image
sales
and
enthusiast, or you can write that you have like extensive experience in working with clients all around the globe, working with C-level customers. Just be creative.
okay.
Just come
I'll
out, come up with something that's good for your clients in Brazil, and which can be engaging for your clients in potential clients in US.
Okay. Okay. I'll think a better speech. I think I have something in mind because something you said is not all lies. I work with companies with C-level employers, but as investment clients, not as a SaaS bosses. But I'll try to manage that and rewrite in a clever way.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks. It was a very good exercise.
Yeah, but once again, we need to reposition you. Like, I'm sorry for coming up with this metaphor that you are a product and you need to reposition, but you are a product and you're selling like the most important product of your life. Yeah, you and like your time and skill and energy, and you need to package yourself.
Mhm.
And LinkedIn is like the most important piece of packaging. Because once again,
Yeah.
if you are like 15 years ago when everything was offline, there is like everybody's looking in your car, on your suit, on your now nobody cares. You see, yeah, all those interviews with billionaires in some white t-shirts. Yeah, so nobody cares anymore about like how you look. But your LinkedIn is everything right now.
Mhm.
Like 15 years ago, nobody cared about your LinkedIn and everybody cared about your watch. But now nobody cares about your watch and everybody cares about your LinkedIn. So that's how that.
It all changed. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
So
all changed.
and once again, it's like I believe I told this. It's not a joke. It's a reality. It's like you're hooking up with a new girlfriend or something, or a boyfriend, and you're looking when you're talking to a person for the first time, you looking her on Facebook or Instagram, just what are you up to. So like with some of your photos, are you married, not, just some basic stuff. The same thing with US and LinkedIn. I talk with you 5 seconds, I search you on LinkedIn. Okay, that's just
Mhm.
basic hygiene.
Okay.
Okay, Felipe. So I hope it helped. Hope it helped, my friend.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you. Okay, guys. Seems that we need to wrap this up. Like, I think I have time for one more question. But we have two. Okay, guys. Let's do two. But let's try to do this quickly. Sheena, go ahead.
Okay, sorry,
Sheena.
apologies. I was trying to find my button. So, actually, one of the major concerns for me all along has been that, when it comes to cold calling, and I was like, now you'll be addressing the US audience every time you call. So I was like, so how's it going to be? Because in terms of accent, sometimes, some people can feel
Yeah.
Um,
Sure. So once again, about the cold calling,
yes,
cold calling as a part of the BDR role.
yes.
First, you don't need to do. If you like, you can.
If you
Yeah,
can,
but you don't
yeah.
need to do cold calls.
All right.
First,
Yeah.
second, just if you want some, can I give you like a psychological advice?
I
Okay,
appreciate that. I will
I
appreciate
appreciate that. So, okay. Uh, First, go to Zoho CRM.
CRM.
Zoho CRM. It's
Okay, Zoho.
Zoho.com,
Yes, I know. I know
and
Zoho.
opt in for a free account of something. Yeah,
Okay.
and like leave your real phone number and wait until this guy calls or girl
Okay.
and listen to their English. Yeah,
Wow.
and this is like $1 billion company, just in case. But everybody is in India, and it's like real. It's yeah, and they're doing all right. They're doing all right.
Okay.
And also, if you want, I can like share several other companies that have their BDR force not in US, and like their accent is not ideal, believe me. So
Okay.
this is first one. And once again, speaking about my accent and about everybody else's accent, just look at the presentation by who is it? By the CEO of Google, also an Indian guy. Don't
Yeah.
remember the exact name. Not perfect. And look at the founders. Just Google something like top 200 SaaS tech founders in US, something like this, and like just check the last name, and you see guys from all over the world: Chinese, Russian, Colombian, guys from Africa, I'm sure, a lot of Indians, Italians, Germans, and most of them are first generation immigrants,
Mm.
meaning that they were not born in United States. They went there to go to college, or they raised an investment round and just they're not native speakers. And then find their presentations, and their English is like not perfect, and that's totally all right. It's totally
Okay.
fine, and you can hear that. Yeah, my English is all right, but I'm not talking like you can't say that. Oh, he's an American. Yeah, you can say that I'm like maybe from like Sweden, or from like something European, maybe from Netherlands. Okay, where like it's almost an English speaking country, but you don't say that I'm from US. So, and I'm totally okay with that. All right. So my grammar is okay. Everybody can understand me correctly, and there is a lot of tolerance for the people with imperfect English, unlike UK. Because my kids, they I think I told this story a week ago. My kids are they go to school in UK, and even though it's a private school, kids from the first marriage, and like during their first year, there were some issues, like their English wasn't perfect, and like there were some oh, you're not speaking perfect English, but now like they have this wonderful accent and everything is fine. In American, no, but it's a country of immigrants. It's a country from immigrants. What's a Native American? Native American, so it's like this Indian guy who was there before,
Red Indians. Yeah.
and then they killed everybody and sent the rest to the reservations. Okay, but it's the whole other story. So like don't be ashamed of your English. Your English is your English is, I think, it's good enough. Yeah, for you need to like write without mistakes, but we have a lot of tools for that.
Yeah, true. I appreciate that, Council. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah. Okay, and last question. Got you, Victor. And then I need to go because I'm already 5 minutes late to the call. Yeah. Got you, Victor.
Yeah, thank you, Dan.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah. Well, sometimes you can say if it's in some cultures, you can say if it's like a male or female name. Sorry, I just I was a bit like, oh yeah.
Yeah, thanks. So my question is, it's somehow very connected to Shino's question. So I've worked for 2 lead generation companies, and
Mhm.
my observation is that they like they did a lot of LinkedIn connections and all that.
Okay.
So my observation is that even though those accounts were not real, they like to use people who are based in the US and things like that. So I'm just wondering, I'm just curious, that by the time we become BDRs and all, are we going
Mhm.
to have to change our location?
No, you don't.
Okay, so
So
will our location still sell? Will it sell? Will people, will we be able to make sales even with our locations?
there are a lot of multi-million companies that are like spread all over the world. Okay, and you can see, let's say, like a Basecamp. I don't know if you heard about it, but it's one of the most famous project management tools. Let me share I'll just share the screen. The Basecamp, and their team is spread all over the place, and this is one of the most successful SaaS companies like in the history. So you are not doing a real meeting. You are not like getting in your car and going to an office to meet a client. All the sales are closed via Zoom. I said, especially after the pandemic, everybody understood that all the deals can be done via Zoom or via Google Meet. Okay, so you don't need to go anywhere. Yeah, if like after a year or two, when you become an account executive and you need to close the deals, yeah, and you work with some major account, a few times a year the company will pay for your trip to some exhibition, let's say, okay, in Boston or in Lisbon, Portugal, or something like this. But as a BDR, it doesn't matter where you're located. But there is a time zone issue, of course, because if you're like in Nigeria or something, of course, it's like it may be more challenging for you to work with American time zone. There will be some overlaps, but yeah, still.
Okay, I actually like
And
American companies in terms of work
sorry.
most of the time. I like to work at night, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. So it's not a problem for you. And speaking about the
Yeah, me too.
yeah. Okay, I see.
I like them.
So there are a lot of companies, and when you're, I think we have this in the course. When you select a company, you can see some companies they prefer when still like old school. They prefer that everybody is in the everybody sits like in the same office space. But there are very little of those companies. You can remember Elon Musk when he bought Twitter. Like one of his first one of his first orders was no remote anymore, guys, back to office or you're fired. But this is an exception now. And once again, read Basecamp's story. This is a remote company from day one, and they're one of the most successful companies in the
Okay, so my question is actually on the people you are selling to. So the perception, is it are you perceived just like the people who are in the US?
Do you want a honest answer? Nobody cares.
Yes. Okay, perfect.
Just for you to understand, is iPhone and where is iPhone made? It's made in China. Okay, and everybody knows that it's made in China. Where is all the code for not all of it, most of the code, the programming for Booking.com is done in Ukraine, if you know this country. Okay, Zoho.com is $1 billion company, and they're all sitting in India. I don't know. They have, I believe, at this point, they have like a city there, like Zoho City or something. I don't know how many people work there. And once again, register for a free Zoho account and wait until somebody calls. And just, all your questions about, do I need to have perfectly, just will go right out of the window. And they're growing, they're selling all right. So.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys. So
Okay.
thank you for this conversation. Happy holidays. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Happy Code. Just once again, 10 minutes. Sorry, we just need to. You can ask me if I didn't get to any question. You can ask it in the chat. We're already 10 minutes over, and I'm really like yeah. People are waiting for me on the other call. So thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful year ahead, and like I have one wish for you. I wish to see all of you working in U.S. companies in 2024.
Woo!
Yeah, there is some other wish, but this is my main,
Yeah, we can't
and
wait.
this is a present for you and for me and for everybody. So we'll be happy campers here. And so
Yeah.
that's all I've got for you. Thank you very much. Happy New Year. Bye bye.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah,
Thank
great
you very
to
much.
hear
Have
from
a great time. Bye bye.
you. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Wow.